I would, yeah.
Yep, go on. Are we muted?
I was like, you can do the intro.
Are we muted?
I don't know how to work that anymore.
Welcome, everybody, to Hodges Fieldhouse here in Fort Dodge, Iowa, home of the Iowa Central Tritons, as they take on Hawkeye in regional action right here. This is the regional finals right here. Winner moving on to the Nationals. It's going to be a great game. I tell you what, Iowa Central has went up against Hawkeye twice this year and winning 3-1. Back in February, and then winning 3-0 with a nice sweep against Hawkeye back in March 7th. So they've met up twice this year. My name is Rusty McNeil, and alongside me today, special guest with me tonight, Delaney Sparks. How you doing, Delaney?
Delaney Spinks, Rusty.
Spinks.
I live in Sparks. It's confusing. I get it.
You're all over
the place.
Okay. You're all over the place.
For real.
Former Iowa Central alumni, a former student of mine as well. She played volleyball here while you also were a part of the program with me for about a year and a half, I suppose it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've called some of these games for Iowa Central.
For sure, yeah. Back in 2017, if you want to hear me in my glory days, that is where you got to look.
Now you are in Arizona.
Yep, I'm at Ottawa University of Arizona. I currently play volleyball for them, and it's just a good time continuing the legacy.
That's awesome. And I know the other day I wrongly accused you of being an Arizona University student there, so I apologize for that. But
we are a U of A, not U of A fan, ASU.
ASU, there you go. I'm all about that.
For sure.
The Sun Devils now. There we go. All right, so we're doing the lineups and introductions, and I'm going to go ahead and what do you got for the introductions for our Iowa Central Tritons?
So for Iowa Central today, the starting lineup is going to be number 5, Molly McCauley. She's going to be starting on the right side. Number 6, Angel Baylark is going to be starting in the middle. Number 11, Kaylin Steffes is going to be starting on one of the outsides. The other outside is going to be number 17, Keely Anderson. The other middle is going to be another 13, Haley Alharathy. The starting setter is going to be Alicia Johnson, number 20. And wearing that nice white libero jersey is going to be number 12, Baylin Johnson.
And I tell you what, the one I'm wanting to see tonight is Keely Anderson.
For sure. She is back for redemption from last year. They're about to announce our starters right now, so take a look at that. So right now they are announcing the coaches. I actually played with Gabby Sullivan, who's the assistant coach, and Hannah Huss, who is the grad assistant. Sarah Horn was my coach for 2.5 years. She is an alumni of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. She was the serving middle for them. And Gabby Sullivan is an alumni from here who got named first team All-American as well her sophomore year.
Yeah, Gabby Sullivan was one of those alumni that was awful fun to watch, and now it's really cool that she's back here coaching as well.
Definitely. It's fun to see her in another light.
And right now they're going over the inclusivity statement for all the students, athletes, and the fans that we do have in attendance. And socially distanced for sure, but there is quite a few of them down there.
Definitely. It's a lot more fun to have fans, and that's what the coaches were telling me when I was giving them a little pregame warm-up of what I wanted to talk about. They said that the definite advantage of hosting the regional finals is being able to have fans. Unfortunately, Hawkeye is not allowed to have any fans in our facility, so definitely a home team advantage that we got to have.
Yes, but we do welcome the Hawkeye fans that are sitting at home watching.
All right, so we did just conclude the starting introductions. Both teams are waving at a social distance, and now the Tritons are going to do something that they've been doing since I have been here to get hyped for the very first point of the game.
This is fun to watch them do this, too.
Also, shout out to all of the fans that are watching on live. We appreciate you near and far, so thank you for tuning in and listening to all of us.
I tell you what, and I'm looking at our camera angle. We might need to move the little camera angles around so that we can see the screen, because we've got some fans that are pretty excited.
For sure.
Right in front of the camera here today.
I don't know if anyone knows the significance of those signs. So they are showing a sign that shows the number 29. So I think it's Mount Everest. That is 29,000 feet, 29,029 feet. And some people just kind of leave it at 29,000. But the Triton team wants all of their opponents to know that they're going to meet that extra mile and go all of the distance and get that extra 29 feet in. So that is why they're holding up those signs that say 29. Looks like Hawkeye has the first serve. Both liberos are almost in the game, and I'm ready to get hype. Are you?
Yes, absolutely. This is, I've called a couple of games now, and I tell you what, I'm starting to become a big-time volleyball fan.
For sure. And it definitely makes a difference that the cheer team is here, too, so that is really exciting.
And we're off to some action already.
Caitlin Steffes was the first to make a pass. She was unfortunately blocked by number 13, who is Jessica Jacobs. She is starting on their right side for them at the moment. So point one goes to Hawkeye. Keely Anderson with the pass. Angel Baylark with the attack. And we can't forget about Alicia Johnson setting, who also just got the dig. Keely Anderson has some great hands there. Molly McCauley with the swing. Angel Baylark was able to get a touch on that ball, and Alicia Johnson is going to set that over for the kill. That is the first point of the match. We are tied at 1-1.
Again, in the trickery right off the bat. I like the trickery.
No kidding. And she's able to do that because she is front row. So remember what I was telling you?
Yeah, about
when she was back row, but she is front row at the moment, so she's able to jump and attack. That is why she's blocking as well. And that's going to be a block for Steffes and Baylark. They are just a complete dynamic duo with their blocking. I know Baylark is able to touch rim. She has major hops.
Yes, she does. I still think one of these days she's going to jump way over top of it.
That is a serving error for number 5, Molly McCauley. Entering the game is going to be number 15, Carly Eckert.
I want to apologize for the camera movement there a little bit. We've got some fans that were in the way, so we had to make sure we move that camera so that all of our viewers can watch this here.
And that was a perfect pass from Keely Anderson with a set and a kill from Johnson and Baylark.
Baylark is just on fire right now.
She definitely is one to watch for sure. With her only being a freshman, she's going to be back for the next probably 2 years, since this year does not count for eligibility. Caitlin Steffes with an amazing dig, and Keely Anderson is there to put the ball away for them.
And Steffes is going to come back to serve.
Caitlin Caitlin Steffes definitely has a really good standing jump float, which is good. I would have called their setter in the net. We'll see. And it looks like the ref did do that. Called someone in the net. I'm not too sure if it was the setter, but that is the call that I would have made. So good call on the refs.
Steffes to serve.
And Steffes with an ace. It looks like the score right now is going to be 6-2. Tritons are on a 4-point lead at the moment. All right, Steffes with another serve, and Baylark with the block.
Man, she's just fun to watch.
She is definitely someone that goes for every single block because she does have the height that she does. She's able to block nearly every ball. It's really amazing to watch.
And here we go with Hawkeye taking a timeout. They need to regroup a little bit.
No kidding. With a 5-point lead on the Tritons, I would have taken a timeout as well.
And Iowa Central on that 5-point run, well, 7-point run actually, that they've taken right there. So that's a big deficit for a team to come out of.
Tritons are the first ones back out on the court because they are ready and they are fired up. They want to go to nationals. I saw it in their practice. I saw it in their eyes, and now we're seeing it in their game.
Now, nationals, where is nationals being held?
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I believe it's in Cedar Rapids,
okay,
but it could be in Cedar Falls.
Okay.
The two Cedars always got me mixed up when I lived here, but I'm pretty sure it's in Cedar Rapids.
Cedar something, huh?
Yup, Cedar, Iowa. But yeah, go ahead and let me know in the comments if y'all are watching and know exactly where it is. That would be great to know. Caitlin Steffes with another amazing serve. She is going to get another ace. Score is now 8-2.
And that was Madison Fieldner.
And then that is going to be Caitlin Steffes serving it into the net. That is a service error, giving the Hawkeyes a point, which brings us now 8-3. Number 13 to serve. A little service mix-up between Carly Eckert and Caitlin Steffes.
Jessica Jacobs back to serve for Hawkeye.
That was definitely a mean serve. I liked it. Another nice serve over to Steffes. Alicia Johnson was able to pick that ball up, no problem, and feed that over to Keely Anderson, who is front row. She's going to do the same right here, and Anderson's going to get the kill. I remember last time the Tritons played, I think it was 2 years ago, Keely Anderson actually hit a ball down the line and hit one of the Hawkeye girls in the face and took her out of the game. So I think she mentioned that as one of her favorite moments of playing at Iowa Central.
Yes,
so.
she did. And she's got a swing on her, that's for sure.
That's going to be Darlene Okanaka serving for the Tritons, and she's able to keep the serving run as the middle for Hawkeye, who is number 25. I believe that is Haley Eckerman. She hit it out, and now Darlene Okanaka is back to serve again. A great placement on the serve. Set's going to go to the outside. Caitlin Steffes is going to keep that alive, as well as Darlene.
Big keep.
And the Hawkeyes hit that one out. Red Tails, not Hawkeyes.
I tell you what, that sets up an 11-4.
That's definitely a momentum killer for the Red Tails
is.
And a momentum booster for the Tritons.
Okanaka with the serve.
They're going to keep feeding their middles. Okanaka's going to pick that one up. Caitlin Steffes is going to keep it alive.
Big scramble.
I know both teams definitely have a lot of heart and a lot of hustle, so they are definitely going to have some long rallies tonight, which are going to be really fun to commentate and talk to you about.
Exactly. Okanaka pulled up on that one, looking like it was going to go out, and she was right.
For sure. It's going to be 12-4 at the moment. They're almost at a 10-point lead. That is a beautiful pass by the Red Tails outside. Carly Eckert kept that alive with a beautiful dig. And a block by Haley Alharathy and number 17, Keely Anderson. Those girls have been the starters since last year as well, so they definitely know how to play with each other and play well.
And I tell you what, Al-Harathi, she was at number 8 in the conference for blocks this year.
Right. She just got her 200th career block. Keely Anderson put that ball away with a clean swipe.
Big placement right there.
For sure. That definitely brings the Tritons to a 14-4 lead. I don't remember the last time Hawkeye earned a point, which is now. I believe that is number 25, Haley Eckerman, who hit that ball straight down. A really impressive swing. Looks like number 8 is going to be checking in for the Red Tails. That is going to be Ashley Grape.
And then Amber Cooling to serve.
Yes. Balin Johnson with the pass. They're going to send that back to Caitlin Steffes. Looks like that ball needed to be a little higher for Steffes. That is a Hawkeye point. It is now 14-6. A great serve over there from Hawkeye. And an awesome kill straight in the middle of the court from number 17, Keely Anderson. Someone that we don't give enough credit to is going to be number 20, Alicia Johnson. She is the reason that all of these girls are able to smash that ball down. She gives them the perfect set, and the connection between the setter hitter is so crucial.
And that's one of the things I've noticed with her. She really can place that ball exactly where she wants it.
No kidding.
And where her teammate's going to have the best shot at it.
Balin Johnson with the dig. Alicia Johnson scrambled to get that up, but was not able to. That is a Hawkeye point. Keely Anderson looking to hit that ball. That ball looked in to me, but the refs called it out. Might have been on the line, might not have, but overall the call was given to Hawkeye, so they will continue serving. It's going to be number 10, I believe. And an ace.
Just kind of caught her a little bit too high there. She wasn't able to back up enough to get a good shot at that one.
We are looking at 15-9 in the first set. For all the latecomers, Iowa Central did hold about a 10-point lead on Hawkeye, and it doesn't look like they are at the moment.
Oh,
Hawkeye looks like they're definitely going on a point run right now.
Making a big rally right here.
Now it is only a 5-point lead. Let's see what Iowa Central plans to do for their defense. Still looks like that ball is a little short for Steffes. And Tritons are going to call a timeout.
And that put Hawkeye on a 7-1 run right there. And they're making a comeback. And that's,
for sure.
That's pretty tough to do when you're down by 10 like that, to bring it back in this close. But,
definitely makes for a good game, though. We knew coming into the game that it wasn't going to be easy, but it was going to be worth it. So
absolutely. And you've got some great players over there on the other side with Hawkeye, the Red Tails. They got quite a few freshmen actually on their squad.
Their team is definitely really super young. Yeah, I did notice that.
And of course, Hawkeye coming in with a 15-5 record in the conference.
I don't know what they are ranked nationally, but I do know that Iowa Central is ranked 3rd nationally, and that is the highest ranking that Coach Sarah Horn has had since coaching this team. So definitely a big congratulations to her as a coach and the girls as players, because you can't have a good team without coaches and players. So definitely a big congratulations to them.
And it seems like they've bought into the system that Sarah Horn has. I mean,
no kidding.
She puts together a pretty tight ship down there.
She's able to recruit some really good players. So, all right, back to serve is number 10, Amber Rickert. Caitlin Steffes picked that ball up. They're going to go to the back to Keely Anderson. Little miscommunication there between Anderson and Johnson. That was a great ball placement by their middle, number 25, who is Haley Eckerman. Darlene Okanaga subbed back in. Caitlin Steffes was unable to place that ball back in, and Now she is going to be going out, and Bailyn Johnson's able to come in for her. So it looks like they have a pretty stacked back row at the moment, which is really good to see. All of those players can put up a good ball.
And Hawkeye bringing it back within 2.
For sure. Keely Anderson with the attack. Looks like our block was a little late. Molly McCauley was not there in time. The ball was set a little fast. Number 10 is going on this amazing service run.
Looks like the refs are going to have a little bit of a conversation here. They're trying to decide maybe if somebody got into the net or...
The ball is still going to be called towards Hawkeye. I think they were debating if there was a touch or not on the block or if it hit the antenna. It did for sure hit the top of Molly McCauley's hands. But like I said, number 10, Amber Ricker, is going back to serve, who has had an amazing service run, almost brought them up to tie. And after this point, they are going to tie. Looks like the Triton defense is getting a little irritated at the moment, knowing that they had a 10-point lead and now it is no lead whatsoever. And they are going to use their second timeout of the match.
That's an 11-1 run.
That is hard to do.
Hawkeye just did there. So they've got to find a way to get that server off that back row. Because it seems like she's doing quite a bit of damage back there.
No kidding. If I was the Hawkeye coach, I would definitely make sure that they were in rotation so number 10 was able to be the first server for the next game in this whole match. So then she could score some service points right from the beginning.
Well, also tonight, Des Moines Area Community College is going to be traveling to Kirkwood, and the winner of that will be taking on the Tritons if the Tritons win. They'll be playing against the district tournament final for Region 11B championship on April 3rd.
So actually what happens with that, Rusty, is this is something new that they just came up with, I think a year ago, actually. Since the Tritons are ranked higher than any other team in the conference, Tritons will advance on to nationals right away, but the lower seeded team out of both will have to go into that district final and play another match in order to get to nationals. Okay. So the Tritons, if they win, do not have to have another match. If Hawkeye wins, they will have to play whoever the winner is of the DMAC and I believe it is Kirkwood game. So if the Tritons win, they don't have to play another match.
Okanaka having trouble getting over to the catch that one.
It was a really good deep shot. Definitely pushed out there. Number 10 is staying really consistent with her serves, which is good. Keely Anderson is looking to put that ball away. Haley Alharathy with another block.
And that was going to fall outside.
Okanaka definitely followed that ball as she should have, so good job on that.
16-16, tied up. Iowa Central serve. Anderson back to serve.
Steph is chucked back into the front row. Anderson with an awesome serve, going out to the outside. Steph has picked that ball back up, and Anderson was able to get that ball. The refs did call it out.
And Iowa Central not happy about that. They're
definitely. When one ref calls it out and it's on their side and another calls it in, it is a bit of a talk to be made, but it looks like Hawkeye is still going to receive that point. So it is now 16-17, Hawkeye leading. But as I like to say, the ball never lies, so let's see. And it looks like the ball would have been in because Alicia Johnson just got the kill like it was nobody's business.
And she's, like I said, she's got that trickery to her that she can just...
And she doesn't do it often, which makes it very tricky, too. So it's definitely lethal when she uses it. My favorite one is when she looks like she's going to be setting her right side hitter, but then it just goes over the net slightly, and she does get the point. But unfortunately, the block wasn't there. They did get a touch, and Hawkeye does receive that point.
Hawkeye going to send a few players out. Bring in number 12.
Number 12 is going to be Taylor Wendt. Angel Baylark was unable to get the kill on that. Looks like they're going to set her again.
And she gets it that time, though.
Definitely. Normally a set for a middle is a little bit lower and a little tighter to the net, but because she jumps out of the sky, it is more like a 2 set. Molly McCauley back to serve right now. She has a wonderful jump float, which is really hard to pass. Angel Baylark with that tap over again. Such a phenomenal blocker. There she is again.
Another one for Baylark.
Looks like she stared them in the face.
She is fired up.
She is phenomenal. I cannot wait to watch next year when she plays again. All right, that brought the Tritons up 19-18. It looks like Molly McCauley had another awesome serve, which took Hawkeye out for a little bit. Keely Anderson does dive the wrong way and lands on her lower back, but it looks like she's going to be okay.
She's going to pop up. She'll be good.
She did land on her back pretty dang hard, so I give it to her for hopping up. But that's not going to let her stop, so it's definitely still going to be a good game to watch. We're tied at 19 all right now. Just like I said, Keely Anderson with an amazing pass right after that. She's going to keep playing some good defense, just like I said. Angel Baylark is going to attempt.
Okay, not quite sure what happened right there. So maybe
I want
to
say someone was in the net. That is my best guess. I was looking more on the defensive side of things. The net wasn't moving from my knowledge, but we'll see. Like I mentioned earlier, ball never lies, so we'll see what it was. Keely Anderson up with that. And I set up to her as well.
Oh, and that was going to float just outside the line there.
Was a really good idea, though, for sure. Number 25, Haley Eckerman checking back in for the Red Tails. We're tied at 20 all. That was a great block by number 25 and number 12, Haley Ecker and Taylor Wynn. Looks like the Hawkeye coach is pretty fired up about that.
And Hawkeye is getting some really good blocks out of there.
No kidding. They've had some pretty solid ones, especially against Keely Anderson, who just so happened to get the kill. Looks like number 22, Darlene Okanaka, checking back in to serve for Angel Baylark, number 6. It is super fun being able to watch these players grow. I played with Darlene, and I've played with majority of that starting lineup as well. So being able to watch these girls grow as players has been fun.
That one just got a little bit of a funky spin on it, and they weren't able to get that one up over.
All right, it is going to be 21-22, Hawkeye leading. That was a great serve. Keely Anderson able to put that away, but it was nicely recovered by Hawkeye. Caitlin Steffes with the pass.
Nice touch over.
Looks like someone was in the net. They're going to call it on. I think it was 25 that they called it on. All right, number 20, Alicia Johnson back to serve. That brings Molly McCauley back in.
Keeping it knotted up at 22.
This is definitely going to be a tight match, but I honestly believe that Tritons are going to pull out on top for here. Let's see. That set still needs to be a little higher, in my opinion. Steffes needs to talk to her setter about that. Hawkeye's going to be serving. It's going to be 23-22 Hawkeye. Ball's going to be soaring out.
Keeping it knotted up at 23 right here.
Anderson back to serve. Let's see what she's going to do. All right, that was a wonderful serve, but picked up nicely by the Red Tails. Keely Anderson able to pick up that dig, forcing Alicia Johnson to use her platform with it. Red Tails are going to be able to recover that ball nicely, but I bet you the Tritons are going to put it away right now, just like they did.
It was.
That is a very beautiful kill.
A little frustration from 25. She didn't get there.
Definitely. Caused so much frustration, causing them to call a timeout. We, as in the Tritons, are now up 24-23. It is game point for the first set. I'm very impressed that the Triton cheerleaders are able to come to the games, which is very fun to watch them. They do have a lot of male cheerleaders, which props to them. Being a cheerleader is very, very difficult, so definitely good job on them. They are going to nationals, so we just wanted to wish them a lot of luck there. It is on the East Coast, so that will be a little lengthy plane ride, but nonetheless, good luck to the Triton cheerleaders over at nationals. Tritons are back out as usual, and they are ready to get that match point.
And this matchup has all the makings of going 5 sets today.
No kidding.
It really doesn't. I worry about that because Iowa Central hasn't went 5 sets. The most they've won is 4, and that was again back in February.
It definitely takes a lot of hard work, dedication, blood, sweat, tears to get to where they are now. So I believe both teams are highly capable of keeping up their stamina and being able to produce some good volleyball. Triton team is looking fired up as it's 24-24 right now. Alicia Johnson with that trick shot again. That ball is going to be put away by number 13, which is Jessica Jacobs. That was a beautiful swing. All right, it's going to be 24-25 now. Hawkeye is up by 1. It is going to be set point for them at this moment. Steffes with a great pickup. Let's see if she can put the ball away for them. Balin Johnson, beautiful dig. Let's see what's going to happen here. Molly McCauley with an awesome save. Alicia Johnson is unable to get that ball back over, which means Hawkeye takes that first set.
And that was a hard-fought match. Iowa Central pulled out early with a 10-point lead and allowed them to have a 11-1 run and bring them back in.
Definitely. Like I said earlier, if I was the Hawkeye coach, I would 100% make it so number 10 is the first server for them. Iowa Central does get the first serve for this next set, which is going to be number 2. So we will see who's going to be the first server. But I honestly want to say it is going to be number 20, Alicia Johnson. That is my safe bet.
Right, it would be a safe bet. That would be a safe bet. Alicia Johnson is fun to watch when she gets back there. Her swing is just so forceful that her serve comes over with some serious heat. And
True.
She applies that same amount of pressure when she's up at the net.
I would agree with that, yes. Looks like some more fans are coming in. I recognize some baseball players, some soccer players, rugby people. It's definitely going to be a good game to watch. So if you guys haven't tuned in yet, tell your friends, tell your parents' friends. This is definitely going to be a good game to watch because Iowa Central is out to go to nationals, as is Hawkeye. I believe it would be Hawkeye's. Since I've known them having a volleyball program, it would be their first time going to nationals. So they're pumped up, they're ready, especially with that first set win. But Iowa Central wants some revenge.
You know, early in the season, it was really kind of neat when Iowa Central and none of the schools were allowed to have fans in. Coach Horn put out a call to all the parents to make a little cheering video. For the girls, and they got to watch it. I got to sit in here and watch the girls watch it. Parents and friends and family members doing cheer videos for the girls. It was really kind of fun to watch. So this volleyball fan base is
definitely the Triton Nation community is it's a family. It really is, and it sticks to being a family even when their girls graduate.
Yeah, and we know that, right, with you being right
No
here with
kidding,
me.
yep. Definitely had a lot of warm welcomes back, which is really nice to have for sure. Oh, looks like Balin Johnson's going to be the first server for this set 2. She has a great serve as well. All right, first serve is on the way. Whistle is blown, and ball is tossed up. First point goes to the Tritons, no problem.
A little miscommunication right there.
Definitely a hitting error from Emily Clapp, number 11. Balin Johnson with another awesome serve. Caitlin Steffes able to pick that ball back up. Keely Anderson going for the swing. Keely Anderson with a great dig. Looks like it's going to go out to Caitlin Steffes, number 11, who is struggling with her hitting this match, which is strange to see because normally she is on fire, just bouncing balls. But she's clapped her hands together like she's ready to give that up and she's ready to turn that switch back on.
Yeah, it's definitely uncharacteristic of her to be trying to tap that ball over and missing on those.
Angel Baylark looking to get that set assist. Molly McCauley going to swing and hit line. Little miscommunication from the Hawkeye Community College. I will admit, Hawkeye setter number 1, Madison
McCauley with the big kill right there.
Yes, their setter, Hawkeye setter, Madison, I bet it's Fillinger, has some really beautiful hands and definitely knows how to set the ball really well. So really impressed with her tonight. Molly McCauley with an awesome serve. Angel Baylark with a nice block. Another nice block. Molly McCauley with the dig. Looks like Angel Baylark is going to go, and she is blocked, which I have not seen that done.
I think that ball was set just a little bit too low for her. If it was a little bit higher, she could have definitely made something happen with it.
I concur. That ball was just clipped by the net a little bit. Baylark is able to put that ball away, no problem, right after. She was ready to let them know that she is not going to be one to be blocked a whole lot this game. Steffi's back to serve. Score is 3-2 right now. Tritons leading by 1. Looks like the Tritons are serving the libero number 4 quite often, which is Bailey Hoff. That is someone that I would recommend not serving whatsoever. The libero is known to be the best passer on the court. She's definitely getting a lot of balls, which makes it easy for the Hawkeyes to put that ball away.
Red Tails back to serve.
Beautiful serve. Alicia Johnson putting that ball back. And a block from 25 and 8. That is going to be Haley Eckerman and Ashley Grapp. Score is now 3-4. Hawkeyes leading. Steffes is there. Keely Anderson trying to put that ball away, but the block is it's a wall.
And that was just going to spin out of bounds right there.
Triton ladies really just need to take a big, deep breath and be able to say that they have this game for sure and they know exactly what they're doing.
A little miscommunication right there.
Yes.
Kind of out of position there, but that one worked out. They gave that point.
I was just going to say it looked to be out, but I mean, we are so far up away from that line. Hard to tell. Very grateful for the line judges that are able to come out and call those difficult calls. Going out to Keely Anderson. She's going to tip the ball, but 15 is going to be there to pick it back up, no problem. Great dig by Carly Eckert. Keely Anderson looking to put that ball away. Caitlin Steffes is going to pick that ball up, which
big save.
Hawkeye's definitely been able to get the Tritons on that ball a couple times. There's definitely been some questionable calls this match. Some lifts here and there, some doubles, I'm sure.
Big rally going on right here.
Carly Eckert able to get that ball. And that, I was just going to say, I would definitely call that ball a double, and looks like the ref for sure did.
Explain to me what that was.
So a double hit is when someone is looking to set the ball, but both their hands contact the ball at different times. It's supposed to be a flawless grab the ball, finish it, and when someone doubles, they touch it 2 different times. Hence, when the spin is happening, that's when you can normally indicate a double. Haley O'Harahy able to get a block.
I'm going to call that in.
They actually called that out, and
Darlin
Okanaka is back to serve once more for the Tritons. We are looking at a 5-6 score with the Red Tails up by 1. But Darlin Okanaka was the server that got them that 10-point lead, so we shall see. Carly Eckert picking up that ball. And Keely Anderson's able to put that ball away without any hesitation.
And that's the Keely Anderson we like to watch.
No kidding. Darlin Okanaka back to serve. We are tied at 6s.
My fear is that she's going to serve that or spike that into somebody's face and take their head off. I'm really worried about that.
She's done it before. Alicia Johnson picking up that ball. Carly Eckert has that ball. And Keely Anderson hit it out just a little bit, but enough to give the Red Tails the point. We're looking at a 6-7 game. Red Tails up. Number 10 is back to serve. Let's see if she can do the same serving streak that she got last time.
Caught a little bit of net on that serve. Big save by number 15. And 10 going to send it over.
The Red Tails defense is just on tonight. They are picking everything up, except for that one.
I was diving down to try and get that save was number 10, Rickard. Remember Rickard?
Something I love to watch from the Triton volleyball team is how they celebrate. It is so fun to watch. They all have different things that they do. A couple of them jump up, they hit the floor, spin around. It is just really fun and entertaining to watch. Alicia Johnson with the dig. Balin's going out to Molly McCauley, who is looking to get that kill, and she did. Super smart play by McCauley. Those 2 corners, they are also called Zone 1 and Zone 5, are definitely open for both teams, and it is really hard to reach. Alicia Johnson with a flawless serve. Also Johnson with the dig. Steph is looking for that assist, and she gets it.
Oh, look at that.
I want to say that was Keely Anderson that was able to get that ball over, and it just tapped and hit that tape.
It did.
It worked. Whatever works, man.
She got it served right back at her, sent it back over the top, and it just dribbled right on over the edge.
Volleyball, I like to say, is a game of mistakes. So, but their middles over on the Red Tail side is just fired up. That was Haley Eckerman, 25.
That sets up a Iowa Central 9-8 lead right now. 1-point lead by Iowa Central.
I definitely feel like I've been saying that name quite often, so that's how you know a player is good and fired up. Keely Anderson with the attack attempt. She also had the dig right there. They're setting it to Molly McCauley. Balin Johnson with a phenomenal dig, being able to get that back up. Keely Anderson with the attempt, as well as Alicia Johnson. That ball was hit out. Looks like Anderson is going back to serve. This is definitely a fun game to commentate.
Absolutely.
Anderson with a great serve down the line. And a great block. Molly McCauley with that awesome kill.
And McCauley could just place it right where she needs it to be.
No kidding. Those were always my favorite balls to hit, the ones where they overpass it. You just slam it right down, and you just look like an all-star. Almost happened right again. Looks like they're going to go to Haley O'Harahy, and that ball was so in, no question about it. Keely Anderson back to serve again. Same spot, which seems to be very effective.
And that's going to get touched right there by Steffes.
That's going to be a blocking error on O'Harahy and Steffes. Checking in is going to be number 12 as well as number 1. Looks like The Red Tails are going to be running a 6-2, which means they have different setters. Tritons run a 5-1. Molly McCauley with the kill down the line. That is such a lethal shot, and it is one of the hardest ones to hit, I will say.
Yeah, Ford is struggling to defend that Molly's kills over there. Not a lot of kills, but her returns, I should say.
Correct. Keely Anderson with the dig. Oh, Molly McCauley was so close. Definitely some good effort there. Red Tails are going to be serving. Keely Anderson with an awesome pass. Angel Baylark able to put that ball away like it's nobody's business, and she knows it. Molly McCauley back to serve. Looking for a zone call from Coach Horn. Let's see if she'll hit it. Definitely a great serve. That was a little tight to the net. Balin Johnson gets that ball up, no problem. But Steph has hit that into the top of the tape, so Hawkeye point. It's going to be 14-11 right now. Tritons have a 3-point lead. Carly Eckert checked in for the Tritons. Steffes was able to get that ball over. Great pickup by Anderson, and Steffes looking to get that ball again.
Little tap on over, right up over the top of those blockers, and it just hit right down, right smack in the middle.
Definitely playing it safe, but better to be safe than sorry. Steffes getting that awesome serve. Coach is giving them that zone, and they are just hitting it. Steffes with some great defense. Eckert looking to get an assist, and they are blocked. Number 25, like I said, Haley Eckerman is on a blocking spree. Haley Eckerman is only a freshman as well, so she's coming back next year. Looks like there was some miscommunication between the Tritons as to who was getting that ball back over. We're now looking at 15-13. Still Tritons in the lead, but Hawkeyes are coming back. Alicia Johnson was able to get that kill with the one-handed tip. Haley Alherathy coming back in to play some middle blocker, and Darlene Okanaka going back there to serve. Red Tails picked that ball back up. Looks like they're going to put it down too.
So the Red Tails have pulled it back within 2 again, 16-14.
I'd like to petition for Hawkeye to be called the Hawkeyes. My apologies to any Hawkeye Community College parents out there for me saying that that is their name.
Oh!
But Haley Alherathy put that ball away, so Molly McCauley checking back in for the Tritons, and that is going to be Alicia Johnson going back to serve. We are looking at 17-14. Tritons are ahead of the Red Tails.
Well, you know, you may be getting that wrong, but my thing is I spent, 2, maybe 3 games, his name.
And Balin Johnson,
yes. And Balin Johnson, yes. I've been a little nervous walking around campus. I know one of them's going to kick me in the shins one of these days, so I'm not going to see it coming.
Never. So. Something else about the Triton team is that they're all very kind, genuine people. So just all around really good women. I believe that would be for both teams as well, so. Tritons got that as the Red Tails were called for an overball.
Iowa Central up by 4. And that crowd is fired up.
Alicia Johnson with an awesome serve. Ball's going to be set to the outside. Alharathy is going to have that block along with McCauley, and she's going to have another one, and it's going to go down.
Another big-time block by Alharathy right there.
I wonder if she's close to 300 yet. We're looking at 19-14.
And Red Tail's going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout ourselves. We'll be back at Hodges Fieldhouse with more Triton volleyball. And we're back at Hodges Fieldhouse with more Triton volleyball action as the Iowa Central Tritons take on the Hawkeye Community College Red Tails in regional final action right here.
Tritons are up 19-14 in set 2. So it looks like after these next 6 points from the Tritons, they are going to be tied at 1-1, but we'll see. Alicia Johnson back to serve. They're going to be setting the ball to that outside. Alharathy gets a block touch, but it does go out, giving the Hawkeyes the point. The Red Tails the point. I should commentate for Iowa. That'd be great.
Well, we'll give you a little bit of a pass. You've been out there hanging out in the desert this long.
No kidding. All that heat's gotten to me. All right, we're looking 20-15 as there was a service error for the Red Tails. Keely Anderson back to serve, and she does so beautifully. Kaylin Steffies get that back over.
Put that one away. So now Iowa Central with a 6-point lead in the second set.
Triton cheerleaders are getting hype over that point for sure. Still setting it to that outside. Keely Anderson chased that ball down. Going outside to Caitlin Steffes, and she is able to get that kill, no problem. Looks like she is back in the game, Rusty. She's no longer Rusty.
I kind of wonder if maybe that fall might have dinged her up a little bit.
That fall actually was taken by Keely Anderson, who's back serving.
I'm sorry.
Point was given to Hawkeye. The Red Tails were able to tip that ball over. Tritons didn't go for it because they believed it was out. But the line judge definitely has a good pair of eyes and got that one in. Number 1 back to serve. Balin Johnson with a beautiful pass set to Molly McCauley. Ball's going to be back over, and the Red Tails are unable to get it over on that third contact, giving the Tritons the point.
A little bit of frustration happening over there on the Red Tail side.
We're looking at 23-16, Tritons leading the Red Tails. Balin Johnson with an awesome serve. Ball was hit out, which makes it set point for the Tritons.
24-16.
Balin Johnson with an awesome serve. Still serving to that 5 zone.
That one looked out to me. Oh, they're going to call it in. I tell you, this angle just messes me up. I'm way up here. That angle's hard to see.
No kidding.
Of course, probably doesn't help that I'm old and wearing glasses and can't see anyway.
Hey, I have contacts in, and I'm having the same problem, and I feel like 22 is pretty young. Last time I commentated, fun fact, I want to say I was 18, so it's been a while. Steffi's looking to put that ball away.
Big time block.
Baylark and Steffes are able to get that block and put it right down, giving the Tritons that second set, 25-17.
So that's going to set it up with Hawkeye Community College 1, Iowa Central Community College 1. And
going into the third set.
Going into the third set. We're going to be back at Hodges Fieldhouse with a little more volleyball action for the Tritons versus the Red Tails.
Hey everybody, we are back in Hodges Fieldhouse for some volleyball action tonight. We are watching the Iowa Central Tritons going up against the Hawkeye Red Hawks. You are listening to Hank Ambrose and
Delaney Spinks back in action. Correction, it is going to be the Red Tails.
Red Tails, excuse me.
I know. I want to deeply apologize to any Red Tail fans that are watching out. It is not on purpose, and we're just so in the game right now. Looks like the Red Tails are going to have that first serve, and it looks like number 1 is going to be serving for them. Alicia Johnson looking to go back to, that is going to be Angel Baylark who gets the kill. Caitlin Steffes gives her teammate a hug, thinking that she couldn't pull it off, but, I mean, that girl amazes me every day.
Absolutely. That first run that the Tritons really had started with Baylock getting all those blocks in. I'm assuming we're going to go back to seeing that in this set.
I would agree. Molly McCauley back to serve. And Keely Anderson is not able to return it. Carly Eckert checking in for the Triton. She is wearing number 15.
Comes Emily Clapp to serve. She's been having an okay night going up against those kills from Baylark and Al Harity. He's got to be a really dirty job to do.
All right, point is going to go to the Red Tails. There was a net call on the Tritons. Looks like it was number 20, Alicia Johnson, or number 6, Angel Baylark. Back to serve is going to be number 11, Emily Clapp. And a block from number 13 and number 12, which is going to be Taylor Wendt and Jessica Jacobs.
You know, this is the third time that Hawkeye has gone up against Iowa Central this season, and I think they're trying to figure out their offense, and it's almost like they've got it down this third game.
They're thinking to themselves, third time's a charm, but Iowa Central's looking to break that. And number 10 is going to hit that out of bounds. Number 10 is going to be Amber Rickert, and it looks like number 11, Caitlin Steffes for the Tritons, is going to go back and serve. We're looking at a 2-3 score, Red Tails being up by 1. Number 13, that was super impressive being able to get that ball back over. I don't think me as a veteran player would have been able to do that. Alicia Johnson gets that great dig, keeping the ball in play. Looks like they're going to the outside. Keely Anderson, which what I like to call a soul surfer play, gets that ball up with one arm and is able to keep it in play. But the Tritons will fall short with that point, and it is awarded to the Red Tails. Definitely a lot of action going on in these plays. These rallies are going to be long, they're going to be hard, but it's going to be some really good volleyball. All right, short serve picked up by Eckert pretty easily. Ball's going to go out to Keely Anderson, and that is in, baby.
Yeah, no, didn't need a lot of power to get over there. Just a little bit of finesse to put in that corner.
Definitely a little bit of some sauce, and it is good. That team lost in the sauce of Keely Anderson. We got to add some spice to our commentary. We're looking to go on ESPN. Darlene Okanaka with a phenomenal serve. Ball headed to the outside, and it was hit out of bounds. Let's see if Okanaka and the Tritons can get that 10-point lead like they did that first set.
4-4 is the score currently. Darlene gets it over the net gracefully.
She also gets that first dig. Johnson going back to get that assist, and she does not get it. Anderson hits that ball out just a little bit, but enough to give the Red Tails the point. Checking in is going to be number 15, Amber Cooling, who is also going to set. Also looks like, I want to say number 8 checked in for the Red Tails as well. That is going to be Ashley Grapp. Tritons earn that point, allowing Molly McCauley to check back in for the game, and Alicia Johnson to serve.
It was Haley Alherity that scored the last point for the Tritons. She's playing really well tonight.
Definitely. Haley Alherity is looking for a 300th career block. I think she could get it, honestly. Alicia Johnson playing her defense a little too far back, which gives the Red Tails that point. We're looking at 5-6, Red Tails ahead just by 1. But we all know 1 can be a lot. Caitlin Steffes with that up. Looks like it's going to go to Alherity. Picked back up by the Red Tails. And ball is hit out by, I believe, I cannot see very well. I think it is number 11, which is going to be Emily Clapp. Anderson back to serve. Ball is going to the outside. Clapp able to keep it in play. Little miscommunication as the ball was set too tight to the net. Johnson kept it in play, but miscommunication between Alherity and McCauley. Number 4 back to serve is going to be the libero Bailey Hoff. Wonderful float serve from her. Ball going to McCauley, and she tries to put that ball away, but the Red Tails are able to get that back up. Point goes to Hawkeye. It is now an 8-6 lead. Ball is hit by Caitlin Steffes. Gets some backspin on it. And a wonderful block from Haley Alherity and Molly McCauley. That was a brick wall that number 11 hit into.
Yeah, that was absolutely excellent. Haley Alherity and Angel Baylark has been going back and forth between leading the team in blocks all season long.
Definitely good for the ICCAC to have some big blockers like Baylark, Alherity, and the Red Tail ladies as well. They're putting up some really good blocks. McCauley unable to block that ball, which gives number 11
Emily Clapp.
Definitely. She has been on for those Red Tail ladies, and she is out to go to nationals. We're looking at 7-9. Red Tails leading the Tritons. Scores 1-1 regarding sets. Molly McCauley getting that swing in. Number 4 is having a hard time picking up those line drive hits from McCauley.
You saw the smoke coming off of that volleyball.
McCauley back to serve. Great serve that is as well. Going to the outside. Just kidding. Back row. Little miscommunication by the Triton ladies. Steph is able to put that ball away, giving the Tritons the point. And to tie the game back up once again at 9s. McCauley still in the serving spot. McCauley with the dig. Alicia Johnson with the set, and Keely Anderson with the hit. Triton ladies are unable to block that ball, giving the Red Tails the lead at 9-10.
This is a really important set for the momentum shift, heading into their third and final needed set to win this duel.
We actually do play the best out of 5, so whoever wins this game just has a 1-up on the other team. Looks like Baylark was able to get that kill, and now we are tied at 10-10. So whoever wins this set is up 2-1 and only needs 1 more set to win and to go to nationals. Ball was hit out by the Red Tails, giving the Tritons the point and the lead, 11-10. Steph is back to serve. A double call on the setter, number 1. I would have to agree with the officials on that one. Score is now 12-10 in the Tritons' favor. That was a great pass by number 10. And another double call from number 1. Steph is back to serve, 13-10. Will it be another double? It will not. It will be a kill. All right, score is now 13-11, still in the favor of the Tritons. Keely Anderson hit that ball just a little out, giving the Red Tails the point, and now only a 1-point lead.
You know, it was the red idea. I really like when our Tritons do that little fake in the inside and they have the volleyball go out for the volley.
Anderson is back, and she gets the kill, bringing us 14-12. Okanaka checking back in, as well as Alherathi. Let's see how many blocks she can get this go around.
I'm really happy that Anderson has been playing through what seemed to when she landed on her tailbone in the very first set. She seems to be very fine now, though.
And let me tell you from experience, those falls hurt on that floor. Eckert able to get that ball up. Anderson looking for that spot, but it looks like there was a red tail there. Block attempt from Alherathi. Ball is dug by Anderson, set by Johnson, and killed by Anderson. What a great duo. Roommates, best friends, teammates. We're looking at 15-12 Tritons with Okanaka back to serve. That was a great serve. Probably should have been a double call. Okanaka gets that ball back up, and Anderson is able to kill that over.
The Tritons are taking the momentum back, going up 4, 16-12 now.
Hawkeye is going to call that timeout, and I think we should take a small timeout too. What do you think?
I agree with you.
Awesome. Well, welcome back to the Triton Nation Network YouTube live channel. We are here to commentate the match between the Iowa Central Tritons and the Hawkeye Community College Red Tails. Right now we are in the third set with the Tritons leading 16-12. Looks like there's going to be some subs for the Red Tails. Looks like number 16 is going to come in. I believe it's Mariah Whitgreave. So sorry about that pronunciation. Okinaka was definitely there just in case the ball did drop inside. All right, now tell me, what is something that you like to see the Tritons do? Do you like it when they get a really good dig, when they get an awesome block, kill? What's your favorite?
It's definitely the blocks for me. When it comes to watching Angel Baylark and Haley Hilarity right there, especially on that one, when they just send it straight down into the opponent. I've seen a couple knuckleballs going straight to the faces of their opponents in the season, and it seems a little cruel to say, but it is a fun watch.
Definitely. It's definitely fun to be able to be the person doing that on the other side as well.
Yeah.
Alharity and I played the same position, so I definitely know what it takes and all the training that she has to be doing in order to get those.
And you're an alum here, is that correct?
No kidding, yep. Looks like the Red Tails are going to be taking it back to the service stripe, number 15. Steffes with the awesome dig. Anderson being able to put that back, take the Red Tails out of system a little bit. Number 10 is going to be Amber Rickert, who is going to hit that ball out of bounds, giving the point to the Tritons, giving us I believe it is a 6-run lead now, 19-13, if I did my math correctly. Johnson back to serve that awesome ball. Set's going to go to number 10. That was an awesome dig by number 11, Caitlin Steffes, but our setter was just unable to get there in time, giving number 10, Amber Rickert, the ball to serve for the Red Tails. She is back at the service stripe now. That was a phenomenal serve. I am speechless by that.
Rickert coming for her second serve here.
Anderson picked that ball up, and Haley Alharity puts it down.
Gave it some of her very own thunder right back to Rickert.
Looks like we're having some fun on the Triton sideline. We have some girls doing the worm back there, which definitely brings some fun spirit to the game.
I believe that was Baylark and Natalia Kellerman back there doing the worm.
Molly McCauley picks that ball up. And Alicia Johnson is called for the double. I do believe that if the ref is going to call doubles like that for the Red Tails, they have to call them for the Tritons as well. So
it's only fair.
No kidding. Definitely had a few games where the refs called on one side but not the other. Definitely frustrating, but I'm glad that these refs are playing fair this game, especially in a game that means so much. We're looking at 20-16 right now with number 4 back to serve for the Red Tails. Keely Anderson picks that ball up, and Molly McCauley is almost able to put that down, and she does because number 10 holds the ball for too long and pushes it forward, giving her the call of a carry and or lift.
That was Rickert. She's just trying to do a little too much out there for the Red Tails.
Checking back in is number 6, Angel Baylark, and it looks like number 12, Baylin Johnson, is back to serve for the Tritons.
There's a setup for Clapp. She's going to do a little soft touch.
Let's see if Baylark gets that assist, and she does not because Steffes hits that into the block. McCauley there for the defense, though, so good on her for being there and being ready. Number 1, Madison Fillinger checking back in for the Red Tails, and number 16, which is going to be Mariah Whitgreave. Ball is served out. Tritons get the point. We are now at 22-17. Molly McCauley is going to be serving.
And that's just not what you want when your opponent is in their 20s and you are not yet on the scoreboard.
Definitely don't want to miss any serves right now. That would be detrimental. especially in a game like this one. Balin Johnson with a wonderful dig, Alicia Johnson with the assist, and Caitlin Steffes with the awesome kill.
There's going to be a hardwood floor mark stained on the ball after that Steffes hit.
I believe it. With all the hits, I'm sure the girls on the other side are getting some marks on their arms from that ball because each team hits it so hard. Number 1 was looking for an overcall, but the refs were not given in, and Molly McCauley is back to serve for set point in set number 3. And she misses it.
Just short of the net.
Number 15 checking in, Carly Eckert for the Tritons. And it looks like number 11 going back to serve for the Red Tails, which is Emily Clapp.
No, Clapp was the spark plug to the very first run in this set, so let's see if she can do it here. This Trent just need one more point.
All right, let's see if they're able to get this. And Balin Johnson goes for it with the one hand, but is unable to retrieve the ball. Looks like we are still at set point for set 3 for the Tritons. Red Tails are they're coming back, man. They're looking at 19 right now, but next time we'll know it. We'll see.
I love the effort there from Balin Johnson, though. Went all the way to the very back of the court to get that.
Caitlin Steffes with the closer for set 3 brings the Tritons up 2 sets to 1. They only need one more set to go to nationals, and that is just exciting, man. I know exactly how that feeling feels. Triton fans are getting in the spirit with the cheers that they have. It is so fun to watch that community being able to cheer their girls on.
Despite the lead being 2-1 in terms of the sets for the Tritons, I will say that the Red Tails have been fighting really, really hard. They made it so that the opposing team against the Tritons had the very first lead in sets since the very beginning of March when the Tritons went up against Nyack at Nyack. As that game went to 3-2.
As we are waiting for set 4 to take off, we're going to take a little break, but we will see you for set 4 shortly. All right, and we are back here with the Triton Nation Network, looking to go into set 4 between the Tritons and the Red Tails. Iowa Central leads 2 sets to Hawkeye's 1 set. And they are just looking to go to nationals. They just need one more set.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, during the regular season, Iowa Central swept the 2 meetings with Hawkeye, winning 3-1 in February and then 3-0 earlier this month. Anderson had 35 kills in the 2 matches and Baylark with 20. What do you expect going into this 4th set?
I honestly think that Hawkeye is going to fight really, really hard. I want to say that Hawkeye will go on a streak, just like how they did when number 10, Amber Rickert, was serving that first set. That was absolutely insane. But I know Tritons are hyped. They're ready to go to nationals. We can see it on their face. So let's see the Trents are going to come back fired up because Hawkeye is definitely going to be fired up. First serve is on the way with Balin Johnson. Dig from Keely Anderson, set from Alicia Johnson, and a kill from Molly McCauley due to a net call on the Red Tails. Looks like number 11 got called into the net. That is going to be Emily Clapp. Johnson back to the service stripe again. Balin Johnson with the slide dig. That was amazing. And that's going to be Caitlin Steffes with the kill along with Alicia Johnson. Another assist for the game. That slide dig was insane.
Yeah.
But Balin did used to play softball, so she definitely knows how to do that move.
It's really good when you have a lot of experience in multi-sports, and tying them all together, being that athletic, is super important to any team, any
No
sport.
kidding. Definitely would have made another double call on number 1, Madison Fillinger, on the Red Tails, but the hitter did hit the ball out, so Johnson's back to the service stripe. Ball is going to the outside, a little tight. So, just like we know, Baylark is going to block that ball numerous times. Anderson wasn't aware of how far back she was in the court and let the ball drop right beside her inside of that rectangle.
Yeah, that ball just snuck right in there. So here comes Clapp on the other end. She's going to serve for the Hawkeye.
That was a great attempt from Keely Anderson, but no one was able to retrieve that second hit. That's going to be Emily Clapp back to serve once again. We are looking at a 3-2 score. Triton's winning by 1. Great serve receive from Keely Anderson. That would have 100% been a carry call, but I am not a ref, so we'll let the refs do the reffing, right? Commentators do the commentating.
It's a job for everything.
No kidding. And the job that was just done was by the Red Tails. They got that point.
Yeah, it looked like Molly McCauley and Angel Baylark just tried getting in there at the same time and kind of ran right into each other.
Let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to set that up to Keely Anderson, who is going to get the kill. Number 4 is having a hard time with those sideline attacks, man. But nonetheless, still a good defender to be able to be a libero, let alone a libero in college. College volleyball is no joke. Molly McCauley with an awesome serve to the sideline, going out to number 10. Balin Johnson sliding to make sure that that ball was out.
Rickard just not enough to get that ball inside the rectangle. So McCauley will have another crack at serving.
Oh, try just entered the facility. Let's see if he'll bring some good luck. Always fun to have a mascot here. He's looking for some energy, ready to pump the crowd up. We're looking at number 13 back to serve. That's going to be Jessica Jacobs, and she serves short, giving the Tritons now a 2-point lead. We're looking at 6-4. Caitlin Steffes back to serve for the Tritons. That brings Keely Anderson to the front row to swing on the outside. Keely Anderson with the dig. Alicia Johnson with the assist, and Keely Anderson with the kill. Another dynamic duo.
And the Red Tails have been feeding the ball a lot over to Rickard on their left side. She's a really good player, but it hasn't been working out for them offensively as they've gone down the past 2 sets.
And that ball was definitely called out. Libero is arguing to make that ball in, but it was out. I could have seen it from here. Steffes served that ball out, but like I said before, ball never lies, so maybe it was in. Checking in for the Red Tails is going to be number 15, Amber Cooling, and I believe that is number 8, which is Ashley Grapp. Ball is headed to Keely Anderson as she gets the kill.
And we usually see Baylark getting the kill there, but she was the one that set it up that time for Anderson.
Haley O'Harathi checking in. Darlene Okanaka checking in as well. Back at that service line, ready to get on a run. Right now, they're 4 points ahead of the Red Tails, but she wants more.
There's that same setup to Rickert, and Keely Anderson was there that time to block it. For the dig, excuse me.
Ball was served out. They called a touch. The line judge did. I didn't see one, but there might have been one, honestly. Looks like Coach Sarah Horn is going to ask who touched the ball. Balin Johnson checks back in for Okanaka. Conversation between Horn and the second ref is going to keep being discussed. Alicia Johnson, who is one of the 3 captains this year, is going up to see who that touch was on. Let's see what the ruling is. Looks like it's going to be in favor of the Red Tails still, as number 10 is back to serve. That is going to be Amber Rickert. Great serve received by Steffes. Keely Anderson looking to put that ball back over. A tight pass. O'Harathi able to put that ball straight down. Triton sideline is going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, Haley comes in and she gets her hands dirty right away. Takes no time to score the points for the Tritons.
McCauley back in. Johnson back to serve. 10-6 Tritons. They're in the double digits now. That was almost a really great block by McCauley. Point awarded to the Red Tails. Number 13, Jessica Jacobs, checks back in for the Red Tails. And number 4, Bailey Hoff, is going to serve for the Red Tails. Let's see what the Tritons are going to do with this. Anderson is going to put that ball away. 18 and 13 on the Red Tails are going to look for that block, but it does go out, giving the Tritons the point, and Anderson the service stripe. That was a nasty serve. Anderson with the solo block. McCauley with the dig. Great defense on her behalf. Steffes with a great idea. And a double hit and an out push ball by the Red Tails defense. Tritons are now up 13-7. Timeout, Hawkeye.
Tritons are doing a really good job. They haven't let the Red Tails have the lead at all in this fourth set to play.
Definitely, I would agree with you on that. Something that the Tritons are doing better in this fourth set than they did the first set was their defense, and they're a lot smarter with where they're placing the ball. They're not getting blocked as often, and if they are, the Triton defense is able to pick it back up like nothing. So definitely fun to be able to watch the transition from set 1 to set 4 now. We are looking at 13-7. That is almost a 7-point lead for the Tritons. They're going to be back out, and they're looking for a bigger lead than that because they want to go to nationals.
Absolutely. We all want to go to nationals as a Triton fan.
No kidding. Would you guys be commentating at nationals or not too sure just yet?
We are not too sure just yet, but we will let everyone know as soon as possible.
Definitely.
Now, what baffles me a little bit is in that very first set that the Red Tails took, the Tritons had their largest rally the whole time. I believe it was a 10-point rally.
Yeah, it was a 10-11 point lead.
And I guess it surprised me that that was the set that they gave up and not one of the next ones.
All right, Keely Anderson back to serve. Ball is going to the outside. They're able to keep it alive. Ball is going to the middle now, and straight down from number 13, Jessica Jacobs. She has been on fire. Checking back in is number 1 and number 12, which is going to be Taylor Wendt and Madison Fillinger. Ball is served and picked up by Johnson and almost put away by McCauley, but a little long. Ball back to number 1, Madison Fillinger. Picked up nicely by Balin Johnson and put down by Haley Alharathi. Tritons are now looking at 14-9 with Balin Johnson back to serve and Angel Baylark looking to check back in. I bet you she gets at least 6 blocks this go around when she is up in the front row.
I'd love to see it.
Let's count. Let's see if we're right. That ball is hit out. Points are awarded to the Tritons. We're looking at 15-9 now. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is a 6-point lead.
Yeah, you are correct there. 15-9 now. Here comes a setup for Emily Clapp. She'll send it over.
Caitlin Steff has picked that ball up. Balin Johnson looks to set it to Anderson.
Anderson's just got to fling it over for the save there.
And the ball was hit out by number 11, which is going to be Emily Clapp. Tritons are awarded that point.
You know, the net is sometimes in your favor, and it just was there. 16-9 now for the Tritons.
Johnson back to serve again. Blocked off of Steffi's head, I believe. And that is Molly McCauley with another line drive shot that number 4 is not able to pick up. They need to keep feeding that ball to her. She gets a kill nearly every time, which results in a Hawkeye Community College timeout and a Triton Nation Network timeout. We'll see you back after the timeout. Alrighty, we are here with Triton Nation Network. I'm Delaney and my co-host is
Hank. How you guys doing?
And we are looking in set 4. Tritons are winning 17-9. I was just telling Hank that probably when the Tritons hit that 21st point, I'm going to be checking out because I'm going to get way too hyped for this team. Angel Baylark just came with this super cool jump move. She jumped over one of her own legs.
She can almost levitate. You see it sometimes within her blocks.
No
She's
kidding.
got so much hang time up there. Super huge advantage for our team, and going against her, nightmare.
Yeah, so once the Tritons hit that 21st point, I'm going to check out, but that was a block attempt from Molly McCauley and Angel Baylark, but it was hit out. So the Red Tails are going to be serving. It looks like number 11, which is Emily Clapp, is back to serve for the Red Tails. Beautiful pickup by Keely Anderson and put down by Caitlin Steffes. That ball was on fire.
That was crazy.
That would have made some skid marks.
I think that was the hardest hit ball of tonight. I'd love to see it in the 4th set, and the Tritons are just sailing away with the, hopefully, victory. If it's not too soon to tell.
Checking back in for the Red Tails is Mariah Wittengrieve. That ball was hit out by the Red Tails. Tritons are going to now have their 19th point. It is now 19-10. Back to serve is Molly McCauley.
If you were to bet on it, who do you think is going to get that final kill or block?
The final block, my bets would be on Haley Alharathi. Final kill, I want to say I'm going to go with Alicia Johnson.
Oh.
I want to see her do another set or dump. That one gets me fired up all the time.
The little fake. It throws me off at times in the booth as well.
No kidding. Caitlin Steffes hits that ball out. But yeah, what about you? Who do you think is going to get the final block or the final kill?
I'm going to go with, let's see, the final kill I'm going to give to Molly McCauley, and for the block I'm going to give it to Angel Baylark.
Gotcha. All right, we are looking at 19-12 in favor of the Tritons. And that is going to be Caitlin Steffes putting that ball down just with a light tap over the net. Caitlin Steffes is going to go back to serve, which brings Keely Anderson up to attack for us. We are looking at 20-12. It is almost my cue to check it out.
Delaney, it's been a lot of fun having with you commentating in the booth.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys allowing me to come back. It's definitely been a lot of fun being able to support the Tritons and the Triton Nation Network in a way that I never have. But Angel Baylor gave me my cue. I'm going to head out. Peace and love to everybody. My name's Delaney Spinks, and Hank's got you guys for the rest of the game.
Thanks, Delaney. So checking into that one, we got Steffes serving there. And a diving attempt from Balin Johnson, but it comes unsuccessful. So the Tritons will go 21-13 right now in the fourth set. They just need one more win to get that W. There goes Baylark. That's my bet on the final block. Right now she puts it to 22. We got a sub coming in and out. Haley Alarthy is coming in along with Darlin Akanaka. Darlin with the serve. Oh, and almost some miscommunication for the Red Tails, but they got it right back. Lots of good awareness for them. Steffes gets in front of that one. Here comes a set of four. Keely Anderson. Too much heat on that one as the block goes the other way. Oh, shoot. Keely Anderson tried getting it up and over the net, but she couldn't as it fell right down towards the head of Iowa Central. Right in the center court there. 22-14 now. As Rickard for the Red Tails will have serve. She'll send it over. Here comes a setup from Alicia Johnson to Keely Anderson. Nothing there, but it hits off the ceiling. Up in the rafters. We got all of Hodges Fieldhouse going well for us in this one. Ricochet there. Alicia Johnson now. The finesse type of serve there. And it's almost too much for the Tritons as Triton Nation is standing up on their feet in Hodges Fieldhouse. Super hyped to watch our Tritons take regional final victory. Alicia Johnson with the serve. Here it comes up, and clap will go up. Nothing there. Dig for Steffes. Keely Anderson. Nothing there. As it'll go the other way. Rickard sends it too hard over with an error, and the Tritons all huddled together, and they are celebrating the victory for the Class 11 Regional Finals. Super great sets for the 3-1 set victory for the Tritons. Congratulations, Triton Nation. Congratulations, Sarah Horn, and all of the volleyball players for Iowa Central. I also like to congratulate the Red Tails as they came all the way from Hawkeye Community College to go up against the Tritons for the third time this season. But the Tritons are moving on. And I also like to thank everybody for tuning in to Triton Nation live on YouTube. We will see you next time, broadcasting live from Hodges Fieldhouse.